James Stewart, affectionately known as Jimmy Stewart, was not just a legendary actor but also an iconic figure in American pop culture. His distinctive voice, relatable everyman persona, and remarkable versatility made him a cherished and respected presence in Hollywood during the mid-20th century. Throughout his illustrious career, Stewart left an indelible mark on the world of film with his unforgettable performances and contributions to the industry. However, his off-screen life was equally compelling, marked by moments of great joy and profound sorrow. Join us as we delve into the captivating and sometimes heartbreaking tale of Jimmy Stewart, a true Hollywood legend whose life story is as compelling as any script he ever brought to life on the silver screen. James Maitland Stewart, commonly known as Jimmy Stewart, was born on May 20, 1908, in Indiana, Pennsylvania. He was the first child and only son of Elizabeth Ruth, née Jackson, and Alexander Maitland Stewart. Stewart had two younger sisters, Mary and Virginia. The Stewart family had a lineage rooted in Pennsylvania, with a mix of Scottish and Scotch-Irish ancestry. His father, Alexander, ran the family business, the J.M. Stewart and Company hardware store, with the expectation that James would eventually take over the business after completing his education at Princeton University, in accordance with family tradition. Stewart was raised as a Presbyterian under the influence of his deeply religious father and remained a devout churchgoer for much of his life. Stewart's upbringing was enriched by music, as his mother was a pianist, and music played a significant role in their family life. This musical influence led Stewart to develop an interest in playing instruments. An interesting anecdote from his childhood was when his father accepted an old accordion as payment from a customer who couldn't settle his bill at the hardware store. Stewart learned to play the accordion with the assistance of a local barber. This instrument became a cherished possession for him and remained a part of his life, even appearing as a fixture offstage during his illustrious acting career. Described as a reserved child, Stewart found solace and inspiration in the quiet corners of his basement after school hours. Immersed in the world of model airplanes, intricate mechanical drawings, and curious chemistry experiments, he nurtured a budding passion for aviation. Even in those early days, the young Stewart harbored dreams of soaring through the skies, his imagination fueled by the possibilities of flight. His educational journey began at the Wilson Model School, where his academic performance was deemed average to below average, yet his teachers recognized a spark of brilliance within him. Despite his tendency to drift into daydreams, Stewart's innate creativity shone through, hinting at a mind brimming with untapped potential. In the fall of 1923, Stewart embarked on a new chapter at Mercersburg Academy, guided by his father's belief that it would pave the way for his acceptance into Princeton University. Engaging in a myriad of extracurricular pursuits, Stewart embraced every opportunity that came his way. From leaping over hurdles on the track team to lending his artistic flair as the yearbook's art editor, he left his mark on every endeavor. Despite his slender frame, Stewart's determination led him to the football field, albeit on the third-tier team, where he faced setbacks but never lost his spirit. It was on the stage of Mercersburg that Stewart's true talent began to bloom, as he made his debut performance as Buquette in the captivating play The Wolves in 1928. In the halls of Mercersburg Academy, amidst the camaraderie of peers and the guidance of mentors, Stewart's journey of self-discovery and artistic expression took flight, laying the groundwork for the illustrious career that awaited him beyond the school's storied walls. During his summer hiatuses, Stewart's journey took unexpected turns, leading him from the rugged labor of a brick loader back in Indiana to the enchanting world of magic as a magician's assistant. However, a bout of scarlet fever that evolved into a kidney infection disrupted his academic path in 1927, necessitating a temporary departure from school and delaying his graduation until 1928. Despite setbacks, Stewart's fascination with aviation remained steadfast, particularly ignited by Charles Lindbergh's historic solo transatlantic flight. However, his dreams of taking to the skies as a pilot were rerouted when his father gently nudged him towards the hallowed halls of Princeton University. In 1928, Stewart stepped onto Princeton's campus as a member of the class of 1932, immersing himself in the study of architecture and finding kinship within the prestigious Princeton Charter Club. While his academic pursuits flourished, he found himself irresistibly drawn to the vibrant drama and music scene that thrived within the university's walls, notably the Princeton Triangle Club. Upon his graduation in 1932, Stewart was lauded for his scholarly achievements and awarded a scholarship for graduate studies in architecture, his thesis focusing on an innovative airport terminal design. However, destiny had other plans. Opting for a different path, he seized the opportunity to join the University Players, a renowned intercollegiate summer stock company based in West Falmouth, Massachusetts, nestled along the picturesque shores of Cape Cod. In this pivotal moment, Stewart embarked on a new chapter where the stage would become his canvas and the spotlight his guiding star, setting the stage for a journey that would lead him to the pinnacle of Hollywood stardom. In the scorching summer of 1932, Stewart's journey into the world of acting commenced with humble beginnings in Cape Cod, where he graced the stage in bit parts for the University Players. Under the guidance of esteemed directors like Joshua Logan, Brittain Windust, and Charles Leatherby, Stewart found himself amidst a talented ensemble that included the likes of Henry Fonda and Margaret Sullivan, who would soon become cherished companions. As the curtain fell on the season, Stewart embarked on a new chapter in the bustling metropolis of New York City, accompanied by his fellow players' comrades, including the newly single Henry Fonda and the irrepressible Myron McCormick. Their Broadway debut came swiftly, with Stewart and McCormick making their mark in the brief run of Carrie Nation, followed by a whimsical appearance as a chauffeur in the comedy Goodbye Again, which earned Stewart a moment of applause from the New Yorker for his brief yet memorable performance. Despite early successes, Stewart encountered setbacks, including a brief stint as a stage manager in Boston that ended in dismissal due to missed cues. Undeterred, he returned to New York, where he continued to pursue his passion for the stage, appearing in productions like Spring in Autumn and All Good Americans, where his banjo-tossing antics garnered both laughter and acclaim from critics. Amidst the ebb and flow of theatrical highs and lows, Stewart's resolve was put to the test. It was the offer of the lead role in Yellow Jacket that reignited his passion for acting. Premiering at the Martin Beck Theatre in March 1934, Stewart's portrayal of a soldier embroiled in a yellow fever experiment garnered unanimous praise from critics, yet failed to resonate with audiences, leading to the play's premature closure. Undeterred, Stewart ventured into the realm of cinema, making his uncredited film debut in the slapstick comedy Or Art Trouble, in Brooklyn, while honing his craft in summer stock productions on Long Island. As the seasons changed, Stewart's star continued to rise on Broadway, earning acclaim for roles in productions like Divided by Three, Page Miss Glory, and A Journey by Night. Though faced with both triumphs and failures, Stewart's unwavering dedication to his craft solidified his status as a rising talent in the world of theatre, paving the way for a career that would ultimately transcend the confines of the stage. Stewart's versatility as an actor shone brightly in the darker realms of cinema, particularly in collaborations with directors like Anthony Mann and Alfred Hitchcock. In Mann's films such as Winchester 73, 1950, The Naked Spur, 1953, and The Glenn Miller Story, 1954, Stewart delved into morally complex characters, navigating shades of grey with compelling depth. His collaboration with Hitchcock yielded iconic performances in classics like Rope, Rear Window, The Man Who Knew Too Much, and Vertigo, where Stewart masterfully captured the intricacies of human psyche amidst suspenseful narratives. Beyond these gripping portrayals, Stewart's filmography boasted an array of diverse roles. From his turn as a circus performer in The Greatest Show on Earth to embodying aviation pioneer Charles Lindbergh in The Spirit of St. Louis, Stewart's range knew no bounds. In the realm of westerns, he left an indelible mark with performances in epic sagas like How the West Was Won, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, and Cheyenne Autumn, bringing authenticity and gravitas to the rugged frontier. With each role, Stewart's magnetic presence and unparalleled talent captivated audiences, solidifying his status as one of Hollywood's most enduring and beloved icons. From thrilling suspense to sweeping epics, he navigated the cinematic landscape with grace, leaving an enduring legacy that continues to inspire and enthrall cinephiles worldwide. Margaret Sullavan held a special place in Stewart's heart, serving as a friend, mentor, an early object of his affections. Their paths first crossed amidst the camaraderie of the university players, where Stewart found himself captivated by Sullavan's charm and talent. Despite Stewart's romantic inclinations, Sullavan viewed him as a dear friend and colleague, never entertaining the notion of a romantic relationship between them. Though Stewart harbored deep feelings for Sullavan, he chose not to disclose them directly to her, opting instead to cherish their bond from afar. While their relationship never blossomed into romance, Sullavan's influence on Stewart's life was profound. The director of The Sharp-Worn Angel, H.C. Potter, speculated that had Stewart been more forthright with his feelings, they might have embarked on a different path. Instead, Sullavan became a guiding force and mentor to Stewart in Hollywood, sharing the screen with him in several acclaimed films. According to director Edward H. Griffith, Sullavan played a pivotal role in shaping Stewart's career, instrumental in propelling him to stardom through their collaborations in films such as A Next Time You Love, The Sharp-Worn Angel, The Shop Around the Corner, and The Mortal Storm. Despite Stewart's bachelor status garnering attention from the media, with gossip columnist Hedda Hopper dubbing him the Great American Bachelor, he did not rush into marriage. Prior to tying the knot in his 40s, Stewart had dalliances with various romantic interests. Notably, he shared a brief relationship with Ginger Rogers in 1935, facilitated by their mutual friend Henry Fonda, who was dating Rogers' close friend Lucille Ball at the time. Through the highs and lows of his personal and professional life, Stewart's bond with Margaret Sullavan remained a constant source of inspiration and support, a testament to the enduring power of friendship and mentorship. During the production of The Sharp-Worn Angel in 1938, Stewart's romantic endeavors took him on a whirlwind journey. He found himself entangled in a brief romance with actress Norma Shearer, which lasted for 6 weeks. However, his heart soon turned to Loretta Young, though their relationship hit a roadblock when she expressed a desire to settle down while Stewart was not quite ready for such commitments. As Stewart's career continued to soar, he found himself swept up in the allure of Hollywood's leading ladies. While filming Destry Rides Again in 1939, he became involved in an affair with the enigmatic Marlene Dietrich, despite her being married at the time. Their passionate liaison was fraught with complications, including rumors of a pregnancy that was swiftly terminated. Ultimately, Stewart ended the affair once filming concluded, leaving Dietrich hurt and disillusioned. In the late 1930s and early 1940s, Stewart's affections turned to Olivia de Havilland, with whom he shared a deep connection. He even went so far as to propose marriage to her, but de Havilland, sensing Stewart's reluctance to settle down, declined his proposal. Their relationship came to an end shortly before Stewart embarked on his military service, as de Havilland had fallen in love with director John Huston, signaling the end of their romantic entanglement. Despite the highs and lows of his romantic escapades, Stewart's heart remained elusive, yearning for a connection that transcended the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. As he navigated the tumultuous waters of love and fame, Stewart's journey towards finding lasting companionship would continue to unfold, marked by the ebbs and flows of life in the spotlight. A man of many talents, Stewart's patriotism led him to enlist in the Army Air Forces in early 1941, despite already holding a civilian pilot's license. By January 1944, he had risen to the rank of captain and was assigned to the 453rd Bombardment Group, 2nd Combat Bombardment Wing, 8th Air Force, stationed in East Anglia, England. Stewart bravely faced the perils of war in Europe during World War II, demonstrating courage and leadership under fire. His exemplary service saw him ascend to the rank of colonel and receive numerous awards in recognition of his valor and dedication. Even after the war, Stewart's commitment to his country endured. In 1959, he was honored with the rank of Brigadier General in the Air Force Reserve, a testament to his continued service and contributions to the military. His illustrious career culminated in his retirement from the service in 1968, a moment marked by the awarding of the prestigious Air Force Distinguished Service Medal. Stewart's legacy of service left an indelible mark on those he served alongside and the nation he proudly defended. His dedication to duty and his unwavering patriotism earned him the respect and admiration of his peers and leaders alike. Even in the highest echelons of power, Stewart's humility and integrity were evident, as President Reagan himself learned when corrected by Stewart during a White House briefing regarding his military rank. Through his service and sacrifice, Stewart embodied the ideals of honor, duty, and selflessness, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire generations to come. During his military service in 1942, Stewart crossed paths with the renowned singer Dinah Shore at the illustrious Hollywood Canteen, a haven for servicemen. Their encounter sparked a romance that nearly led to marriage in Las Vegas in 1943. However, Stewart, grappling with cold feet, called off the wedding before they reached the altar. Post-war, Stewart's romantic pursuits took him on a different path. While filming The Stratton Stories in 1949, he found himself drawn to actress Myrna Dell, though rumors of impending nuptials were quickly dispelled by Dell herself. It was at Keenan Wynn's Christmas party in 1947 that Stewart first encountered Gloria Hattrick McLean, albeit under less than ideal circumstances, as he had crashed the event and imbibed a bit too much, leaving a less than stellar impression on Hattrick. Yet, fate intervened a year later when the Coopers extended an invitation to dinner, paving the way for Stewart and Hattrick to embark on a romance that would withstand the test of time. A former model with 2 children from a previous marriage, Hattrick and Stewart exchanged vows at Brentwood Presbyterian Church on August 9, 1949, marking the beginning of a lifelong partnership filled with love and commitment. They established roots in Beverly Hills, where they resided for the remainder of their lives, while also briefly owning the Wine Cup Gamble Ranch in Nevada. Stewart embraced fatherhood wholeheartedly, adopting Hattrick's sons, Ronald and Michael, and together they welcomed twin daughters, Judy and Kelly, into the world on May 7, 1951. Tragically, Ronald's life was cut short in 1969, when he was killed in action during the Vietnam War at the age of 24, serving as a lieutenant in the Marine Corps. Through the joys and sorrows, triumphs and challenges, Stewart and Hattrick's bond remained unshakable, a testament to the enduring power of love and commitment that defined their remarkable union. Despite his magnetic presence on screen, Stewart remained enigmatic when it came to his personal life, preferring to keep his thoughts and feelings close to his chest. Biographer Scott Eman noted that Stewart often sidestepped emotional connections in interviews, a stark contrast to the depth of emotion he conveyed in his films. Known as a solitary figure, Stewart was selective about the company he kept. Director John Ford famously remarked, "You don't get to know Jimmy Stewart gets to know you." However, amidst the solitude, Stewart found a kindred spirit in Henry Fonda, sparking a friendship that spanned 5 decades. Their bond began in the hustle and bustle of Manhattan, where Fonda extended an invitation to Stewart to share his apartment along with Joshua Logan and Myron McCormick. This camaraderie continued when Stewart made the leap to Hollywood in 1935, as the 2 actors shared not only living quarters but also a reputation as charming playboys. Throughout their careers, Stewart and Fonda's friendship flourished, both on and off screen. They starred together in 4 films, their shared passion for building and painting model airplanes serving as a cornerstone of their bond. In quiet moments between takes, they could be found reminiscing about days gone by, indulging in hobbies like flying kites, playing golf, and cherishing the memories of their shared experiences. After Fonda's passing in 1982, Stewart publicly mourned the loss of his closest confidant, simply stating, "I've just lost my best friend." Their enduring friendship and the unique bond they shared were immortalized in Scott Eman's biography, Hank and Jim, 2017, a testament to the profound impact of their camaraderie on both their professional and personal lives. Beyond his enduring friendship with Henry Fonda, Stewart cultivated close relationships with a select group of individuals who played significant roles in his life. Among them was his former agent, Leland Hayward, whose guidance and support were instrumental in shaping Stewart's career trajectory. Another close friend was the iconic actor Gary Cooper, whose friendship with Stewart transcended the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Their bond was evident when, in a poignant moment, Stewart accepted an honorary Oscar on Cooper's behalf at the 33rd Academy Award ceremony in 1961, when Cooper was too ill to attend due to cancer. In addition to his illustrious film career, Stewart's entrepreneurial spirit led him to diversify his investments, delving into real estate, oil wells, and even the charter plane company Southwest Airways. The passing of Stewart's beloved wife, Gloria, in February 1994, marked a profound turning point in his life. According to biographer Donald Dewey, her death plunged Stewart into a deep state of melancholy, leaving him feeling adrift and isolated. Stewart's response to his grief was to retreat further into seclusion, spending the majority of his time secluded in his bedroom, emerging only for meals and visits with his children. He withdrew not only from the public eye but also from close friends and colleagues, shutting out media attention, fans, and even those who had shared his life and career. Despite observations from friends such as Leonard Gersh and Gregory Peck that Stewart seemed more at peace than despondent, his self-imposed isolation was palpable. Stewart's health began to decline in the following years, marked by hospitalizations and medical procedures. In December 1995, he was hospitalized after a fall, and in subsequent years, he faced health complications related to his pacemaker and irregular heartbeat. Tragically, Stewart's health continued to deteriorate, and on June 25, 1997, he suffered a thrombosis in his right leg, which ultimately led to a fatal pulmonary embolism 1 week later. Stewart passed away from a heart attack caused by the embolism at the age of 89, surrounded by his children at his home in Beverly Hills on July 2, 1997. Stewart's death reverberated throughout the nation, with President Bill Clinton paying tribute to him as a national treasure, acknowledging his contributions as both a distinguished actor and a steadfast patriot. Stewart was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California, in a ceremony attended by over 3,000 mourners, including esteemed figures from the entertainment industry and beyond. The service, adorned with full military honors and 3 volleys of musketry, served as a fitting tribute to a man whose legacy as an actor and humanitarian would endure for generations to come.